A new season has arrived, and we are at Talladega SuperSpeedway, the biggest, baddest actual oval in all of racing. Tonight it's iRacing virtually. It is round number 1, season 6 of what could be the most exciting season in league history as we welcome you in tonight to a race that's usually known as the Dega Dash. However, tonight got a little bit of a different title. Clashing Sabres is sponsoring the race. So because of that, it is the Dega Clash at Talladega SuperSpeedway. I'm the captain. We welcome you in on this Wednesday evening. Another new season upon us. And for the third time, we come to Talladega SuperSpeedway, a track that, well, you would think picks random winners. However, recently, well, there's been one guy that's been going to victory lane at this track. Chris Evans has only 2 wins in series history at this track tonight. Will it be 3 for him? However, we've got almost 40 cars, or trucks in this case, ready to do some racing in tonight's event. Appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. Good morning to you, Mr. Darlington, I guess. It feels like morning, I guess, anymore. But we are ready to go. Let's take a look at the schedule for this season. Season number 6 starting at Talladega tonight. Then we hit Atlanta Motor Speedway next week. Rockingham, Bristol, the Charlotte Roval. Then it's back to Eldora, Homestead, Phoenix, Dover, Michigan, as always wrapping up the final race of the regular season. And it's North Wilkesboro, Watkins Glen, Indy, and Chicago, the final 2 races again. But that's just some of the story that we have in front of you. One thing, if you haven't had a chance to listen to the Here for the GLSR podcast, you will notice is this is now an entity, the Great Lakes Sim Racing League. So now a whole bunch of different things have to happen. There's a whole business involved now, a legal entity and stuff. It was talked about in the town hall with Travis Icavacci. So because of that, you're going to see sponsors out here. You're going to see you're going to see paint schemes of actual sponsors on all the trucks or blank trucks or anything like that. You're not going to see, like, for instance, Brad Keselowski's paint scheme out here. You're not going to see a Chase Elliott paint scheme. You're not going to see any of that stuff anymore because this being a legal entity. It's like NASCAR now, except we have the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. And, of course, Black Horizon is back this season, so we welcome them back to the grid and to the sponsorship this evening and this season. So it's going to be a lot of fun having them on board for this 14-race schedule. So qualifying is going on right now, and we've got kind of a surprise up there at the top right now. When I click on this button right here, you're going to notice Blaine Sparling's name up there. Of course, it's going to give me all types of issues up there on the some reason the qualifying always does that. Give me a second. We'll reload that for you. As Clark Gannikin jumps up to the top right now. Trey Eldridge, a rookie in the series, he is now up there at the top as we jump down to the track. Let's see who else is not. Looks like everybody's completing their laps right now. Telder's out there, I believe. Yep, Telder's out there running his lap right now, but Clark Gannikin up at the top of 56.08. Look how close these times are to each other. Telder in the 17 truck for KJD2 Racing again. And Telder going to be 23rd with his lap. Aaron Barnickel up to 18th. A lot of rookies in this field tonight. We'll try to introduce them throughout the race. Aaron Smith there in the 70 truck. He's another newcomer into the series. But it looks like 39 trucks that are going to make the start in this race. That'll be led to the green by Clark Gannikin as we look at the starting lineup tonight for the Dega Dash. And Scala didn't know how to spell, apparently. Yeah, that's talking to myself in the third person. Clark Gannikin and Trey Eldridge, the Indiana driver, making his debut tonight. We'll start in row number 1. Ben Pierce and Blaine Sparling, row number 2. Lucas Strayer, new number for him. He'll start in the third row next to Aaron Smith. Dylan Glass and the Dean Machine making his return to the track tonight, starting in the 8th position. Alex Cummings, one of the drivers to watch this season, as he'll be running the full campaign, so he might be running for a championship when it's over with. He'll start 9th alongside Cedric Ingram. Justin Bondurant and Brett Murphy, another rookie in the series. He will start in row number 6. Row 7 is where you'll see Sam Barnes and Peter Borges, the Indiana driver, starting in the 14th position. Luke Knupp and Nash Fry, another Indiana rookie, will start in the 16th position. J.W. Miller and Aaron Barnicle will start in row number 9. Row 10 is Drift and Noah Miari. Noah looking for a bounce-back season after not making the playoffs last season. Brian Sutphin, Sean Peachin, the runner-up in the championship race, starting 22nd. Zach Allman, there's the champion, 23rd alongside Matt Telder. Caden Atkins and Samuel Fontaine, row number 13. Row 14, Jacob Locklear, another rookie in the series, and Tyler Brewer in the 28th position. Brandon Alphin, Jason Dalton, the winner from the last race of the season at Chicagoland Speedway, he'll start 30th. Travis Icovanci, William Martin in row 16. Row 17, Robert Lukens, Dylan Parker, another chase driver from last season, a Final Four driver, starting all the way in the back. Tim Abril, Bryce McCune in row number 18. Row 19, Cam Ingram, Chris Evans. And finally, Anthony Marshall making a return to the series. Will start in the 39th position as the trucks roll off. Of course, if you remember last season, they did not run a SuperSpeedway race in the series. And that, of course, has changed this season as they put Talladega back on track. And along with some old school style racing now, the way the schedule is all set up. Appreciate the viewers watching tonight. I see East Coast Motorsports. Hello to you guys. Send it to the wall, Clark. Sam Millsaps cheering on Bryce tonight. Of course, Drift watching, as he always says hello. And then Caleb, the partner, I believe, of Sean. And go Oilers. I'm assuming that's not Houston. And, of course, Cody Beatty, who has taken the season off, or else he'd have been 40 tonight. Holy cow. What a field it is. Beautiful looking trucks out here. Lo and behold, back 6 seasons ago when some, 15 to 20 trucks would race. And now here we are with another full grid of trucks about to start on a 6th season of racing in Talladega. Race is 200 miles. There is no more halfway yellow. That rule is gone. Bye-bye. So this race will stay green as long as it stays green. But in order to stay green, we got to get the green flag. And that's where Dylan Parker and Trey Eldridge going to lead them to the green flag in the start of historic season number 6 for the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series and the Black Horizon Truck Series on the Captain Esports Network. Green from Talladega. All these trucks go to the back. You'll notice the cameras tonight presented, of course, by Track Cams 4 Gourmet. You can check them out online, trackcams22.com, on Facebook, and, of course, on iRacing forums. You'll notice some different looks this season on the cameras, too. Some more action shots along with the real-life shots that you always see on TV as lap 1, led by the rookie Aaron Smith over Trey Eldridge. Clark's going to bail out, it looks like. Likely going to see a lot of patience out of this group. I remember the last time we ran a SuperSpeedway race, it came down to the last lap before all the wrecks broke out, believe it or not. So we could easily see a race that stays clean and green tonight, but we could see a wreck fest also. As all of a sudden the 70 aborts out, and here comes Eldridge. Oh, Nikavachi about got into the side of the 3 there. That almost got dangerous. You got trucks falling to the back. Just kind of ride and be safe here. We'll try to keep you up to date on everybody you're seeing out there. Nash trying the 9 truck. There's the 63 of Alex Cummings. The 11 of Justin Bondurant there is the battle on the high side. As Brett Murphy in that 10 truck with help from Sean Peachin, who started 22nd up to 4th already in the new team with Brewer Motorsports this season. After Best Racing stepped aside for the season, Sean had to go find another team, and he's got Brewer Motorsports in the 21 on that Black Horizon truck. We got dueling Black Horizon trucks in the field right now. There's Aaron Smith. He settled back here mid-pack now with J.W. Miller. There's drift back there. The 1 truck. That's a new number for Lucas Strayer. Everybody keeping distance so far as we're 4 laps in already. And Jason Clark, by the way, race control this season. He decided to step out of the truck, so Jason's got really nothing to do right now but to troll us in chat, I guess. Everybody say hi to Jason. Jason voluntarily stepped out of the, whatever number he was, 69, I think, truck. And now is police in the field, but he's going to learn really quickly that it's not as easy as it looks. Coming from a guy who's admin before. On board with Peter Borges here in the 11th position. The 11 truck to his high side, Cedric Ingram in front of him there. It looks like Sean Peachin going to jump to the front now. My voice is too quiet. I'm too quiet. Since when? Since when am I too quiet? There, I turned myself up and turned the trucks down a little bit more. How's that? If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But as you see, I do like to chat with the viewers and stuff throughout the broadcast and items and things like that. So if you're one who likes to talk, you will notice I answer questions. Laps in the books as Angel Vellante, the partner of Blaine Sparling, joining us. Well, there you go. So already Trey Eldridge has led more laps than Jason Clark in his career in his first lap. Congratulations to Trey. Up to 26 viewers so far. So, yes, tell 2 friends to tell 2 friends. Tell them to come watch the chat. Come watch the race here if they got nothing going on tonight. So all the way back to about the 14th place truck of Alex Cummings. From there back, it is a choo-choo train all the way to 39th where Sam Fontaine rests. There's Fontaine back here with Chris Evans, the all-time winner at Talladega SuperSpeedway there in the 98. Unfortunately, it says one claim to fame, but it is fact. So what is it like being the last truck in line? These are the KJD2 trucks back here running together. Up here you see a couple of the Down Under racing trucks. Matter of fact, all four of them right there in picture. Dean, Sparling, Sam Barnes, and Travis Icavacci in that 13 truck. Front three rows have gone single file. Has the audio gotten better? Of course, the Dega Clash presented by ClashingSabers.com. If you're a Star Wars fan, you need to go check out ClashingSabers.com. It is a host website for a podcast that you could check out, as Sam Barnes helps host with William Calhoun and others. It is all Star Wars. If you're a Star Wars person, go check it out. May the Force be with you. ClashingSabers.com. Oh, little defensive move there by Icavacci on Parker. Is that Tekken on the truck of the 63? Oh, Tekken. I was really going to be impressed if he went back to a video game from the, early 2000s. William Martin in the 5 truck, back on track this season at Ford F-150. Recently been running a Georgia Bulldogs paint scheme. Hint, hint. As up front, things starting to get a lancy again. Dylan Glass. Oh, hold on, Travis. They are getting dicey up in the front right here. Sounds like Parker and Travis not seeing eye to eye right now, or the nose to tail, I guess, in this case. We're right with Tyler Brewer in the 17th position, 11 spots up already. So 65% fuel in these trucks. Normally, a truck can go about 35 to 40 laps on a tank, so if you do 65% of 35, you get somewhere between 1 and 35. My guess is about 20, 17 to 20 laps. As the rookie Brett Murphy continuing to lead up front. Who's got eagle eyes? More like hungry eyes. My Hall & Oates reference for the night. He's got different kind of eyes. I don't know about eagle. More like bloodshot. So far, people being very patient for the most part, as expected in this race. The first SuperSpeedway race that's been ran in this series since Season 4. Oh, damage on a 40 truck there in the right front that I just noticed. Oh no, it's clean. Okay. That little black lining on the edge of that 40 truck, I'm like, is there damage? It looked kind of foolish to me. So our front and outside line still trying to just kind of stay organized up there, giving plenty of room to the inside lane right now as Glass runs up top with, of course, the 22 to 13. The 5 of William Martin's back there now. Also the 63 of Alex Cummings. Of course, tonight for the first time in GLSR history, we're broadcasting on Twitter. We've added that entity to our streaming. Of course, usually it's Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Not only that, but on the GLSR Facebook page, too, we're broadcasting through a cross post. And then over on Twitter, on the Captain Esports Network Twitter page, you can watch the stream if you're one who follows the Captain on Twitter. If not, you should do so. Captain TVIR. There's Clark Enikin. 18th position for him after starting P1 tonight, just kind of hanging out. Oh boy. 3 wide to the top goes Cummings and Parker. Dylan Parker from the back, 32nd position. Make that 34th up to 3rd. As Alex Cummings going to go to the lead, the Eldora winner from last season. That right there easily could be 2 trucks competing for a championship later on this season, as Parker just missed out on making the Final 4 due to a computer issue in race 1. And of course, Alex Cummings did not run the full season. He missed the first few races before joining on. But one thing I did notice, look at the back left side of Dylan Parker's truck. There's a little bit of damage there, I think. Or am I 0 for 2 on mixing damage up with a paint scheme? Anybody else seeing that left rear? $35 viewers watching tonight. Appreciate everybody watching. As we get up there near the record of viewers in a race. There's the PPM guys back here. Of course, they've got some changes to the season. Dylan Parker has joined the PPM. Alex Cummings let it lap and he said, "Abort, I'm out." What I was starting to say was the PPM guys added Dylan Parker to their team this season. No more. How did I just lose the guy's name in my head? Anyways. Help me out, guys. Who was the 4th guy? The one that's not here anymore. I've got Dane. Thank you, Dane Cruz. Brain went bye-bye there for a second. Dane Cruz no longer a part of the team, so Parker replaces him. And then now we've got new drivers, Jacob Locklear, amongst others, who have come over to the Precision Plus team, joining Clark Gennikin and others. So there's been a lot of movements on teams. I'm going to take a chance here for a second. I am turning the chat on. I have a feeling I'm going to pay for this, but I'm going to put chat on. Adult language could come out. We're going to see, listen for the call out for pit stops that could be coming. But look at this 70 truck of Aaron Smith. And now Parker leads a lap and he aborts. Because you do get bonus points in this series with the old school NASCAR point system for scoring points. And I want to remind you, while we had the opportunity to, make sure you check out Great Lakes Sim Racing.
21 and 92 pitting in.
Oh, here we go. Pit stops are coming.
90 East pitting in. 77 in. 66 pitting in.
All right, we're either going to see something really good or really bad right here happen.
92 pitting in. 40 pitting in.
Everybody mind your P's and Q's. Everybody's good so far. Now everybody get down to 55 mile an hour without running. Oh, here comes Drift. Hot. Look out for the inside wall, Drift. I think everybody made it in. Holy cow. Drift about scared to you-know-what out of me, but hey, everybody else is good.
59 pit this lap.
So we'll see 2 tires here potentially for everybody.
22 in this lap.
PPM and Association pitting this lap.
Well, that's one way of calling a pit stop, I guess.
Pitting in.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Forward this lap.
Looks like tires and fuel for a bunch of trucks. Now Cedric Ingram leading them down the back straightaway.
28 pitting in.
Wayne, I'm going real low here.
Sure, you have fuel.
Oh, somebody's out of fuel. This is not the right place to... Oh, here we go. When everybody's trying to get into line at Disney to park. As they all come to pit road. Now good luck finding your stalls.
I'll go up to the middle when y'all catch up to me. I'll file in behind you.
Everybody's done it so far. This is impressive. Fuel only for everybody. I think Anthony Marshall missed his pit stall in the 31 truck. Here comes the pack that just pitted last time by. And as soon as we get everybody out of here, I'll tell everyone who did what on pit road. Outside of the 31 truck missing his pit stall, Sean Peachin's going to take the lead with Brett Murphy, Trey Eldridge, and J.W. Miller, the front 4, as these guys get up to speed. Field's going to spread out here just for a second, and then it should probably come back together here. So it looks like, for the most part, everybody either went fuel only or took 2 tires. Noah Mayari had an 18-second stop. And there's Anthony Marshall out of gas right now to 31 as he comes to pit road. Like I said, this is either going to go really good or really bad, and it went really good.
Good pushing, Travis. We got him.
Up front, Drift going to the lead on that high side. There's a reason why I have said what I've said about this league on the, not only in public but also on the podcast, when I've said that, you know, and I respect every league that I broadcast. because they all do a great job putting everything together and so much and so on. But with the caliber of drivers in this series, this league is one of the best I've seen, period, because of the way the drivers race and everything. They race out here with respect, and I mean, you just had 39 trucks come to pit road, and there's no yellow still. I'm going to turn the audio off now before somebody says something stupid. All right, so Sean Peach and Brett Murphy drift. Trey Eldridge, Dylan Glass, your top 5 as of now. But, of course, as you see, the pack is coming back together. Now, I'm starting to say before the pit stops happen, if you check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com, believe it or not, there is a fantasy page. Yes, there's fantasy racing in this league, and you can check it out on the Great Lakes Sim Racing website right now. You can get signed up. Unfortunately, it is too late to sign up for tonight's race, but you can get signed up for the other 13 races during the season. But you can win prizes and so much more. Again, that's by going to GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Pardon my internet being on the page. That's what happens when I forget to move it over. You have chances to win prizes and so much more. You can get all the track records at all the tracks they've raced at, all the results from previous races, the history of the league, and so on and so forth. Again, right there at GreatLakesSimRacing.com as they put a lap on Anthony Marshall. And there will be prizes again this season, I believe. Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a chance to win a Majors Garage Setup Shop again and a Butt Kicker Game or 2. That could have changed, I'm not sure. But that was the last thing I knew. But either way, go play the fantasy game right now. Check out all the new teams that are here, all the changes that have happened, and what teams are going to be out there on track this season. All right, so we've got 30 trucks in this lead pack right now. The last truck in line is Brandon Alphin in that Strada Italiano truck. And then back here's a whole nother line, and this is the KGD2 line, we'll call it. Sutphin Telder, Jason Dalton, and then Ben Pierce is in that 00. New number for him this season. Samuel Fontaine is in this truck also. Noah Mayari, it's some new colors there. And then a couple other trucks that have lost the draft. Aaron Barnickel, Robert Lukens also out of the draft, and then actually he's a lap down now in this lead pack. And then Anthony Marshall, as you saw, go a lap down just a minute ago. 26 laps deep so far. All right, normally I do this on restarts and stuff, but it's a super speedway. We've had some great racing. Clark, you know what time it is, my man. We're going to turn it up. All right, you can turn your audio down. Come on, there's not many channels out there that can stream iRacing and do stuff like that. And that's all thanks to our good friends at Track Cams 4 Gourmet, TrackCams22.com, and the iRacing forums, also on Facebook. Sven does a great job with this camera package on all these tracks. I know he's working on more stuff right now to get the newer tracks updated and more, but that is one of the cooler features I get to do, is just to sit back and have a drink and just watch. I would tell you what my drink of choice is tonight, but it's in the name. Let's just put it like that. It's in the name. Dalton Wilson watching tonight. One key thing we should mention here is we come up 6 laps away from the halfway point. There is no more halfway yellow in this series. That has been pushed away and locked away. And of course, I've shared my mixed feelings about it. I was okay with it, but I was okay without it too. And they decided to go without it. So once we get to lap 38, if we're still green, it stays green. Back of J.W. Miller. Cedric Ingram there, and you see Tim Averill on the right, that 88 truck. Kind of surprises me about Drift being up here. Is Drift is one of those, he will hide in the back. He's like me. We go to the back and we'll hang out back there. Drift isn't playing games tonight. He's up front. While this is going on, let's check back here with some of the other trucks. There's Caden Atkins, 22nd position in that 2 truck, one of the final 4 drivers. He's got, of course, teammates around him there. His, we'll call it cousin maybe from the other team, Clark Gennikin. Zach Allman, the champion, right there behind him, the 54 truck. Sam Barnes back there also, and Jacob Locklear, newcomer there to the Precision Plus team. Well, technically we all are kind of all playing, so to say, but it's, when it comes to the seriousness, none out here to play around. Lane Sparling back here, the champion from season 4, as they come up on a lap truck here, the 66. I'm going to have to check on the pronunciation. It's spelled a little different, but I believe it's Aaron Barnickel in the 66 truck. Goes to the high side to let everybody go. I wonder how nervous he is being up there, because I know sometimes if I get up here in the lead pack this early, I might get a little tensed up a little bit, like, I don't know if I like it up here, you know. So then I abort. Dylan Glass trying to get some air to his nose ears. You see Peter Borges in that turn 4 truck. Ike Avachi still hanging on there in the 7th position, been up front the whole time. And back here, the KJD2 guys have found each other and are hanging out in this pack. As I mentioned, they're about 12 seconds behind. They're going to be praying for a yellow. eventually as we come up on halfway next time by. Actually, technically, when they cross the back straightaway, it's halfway. Because 75, you split that in half, it's 37 and a half. And Robert Lucan's a 33 truck up here in the pack himself. Unfortunately, he's a lap down, though. And he's ahead of the 66 now, so those two right now are battling for what would be the lucky dog if a yellow comes out. Dylan Parker's aborting out. But for those just joining us, you're watching the Black Horizon Truck Series race season. If I could talk, I'll tell you what you're watching. The Season 6 opener from virtual Talladega SuperSpeedway on iRacing in the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. As Parker had a little trouble getting back up there into the pack. But you've watched Sean Peachin and Brett Murphy kind of lead the field throughout this race. We've already had one round of green flag pit stops, and guess what's going to be coming again in about 4 laps? A second round of green flag pit stops. And welcome to history, by the way, too, as you're now watching the first ever race not to have a halfway caution as we get past halfway in the Great Lakes Sim Racing League. Of course, the first race after the rule goes bye-bye, we would have this come into play, wouldn't it? Let's check on Jason Clark, make sure he's not taking a nap right now. Anything's possible in Clark. You've heard me reference the Here for the GLSR podcast. It is a podcast hosted by Sam Barnes and myself, as we usually try to meet up every week, depending on my schedule, and discuss all the events of the previous race, as Drift is finally saying, I'm going to the back. All the previous race are, obviously in this case, we'll review the Talladega race next time, and we'll bring in a guest and start talking to them about their racing history on iRacing or in real life, and get to know that driver and more. But you can check out that podcast over on the Spotify and other channels. And eventually here I'll start getting them back on YouTube. I haven't had a chance to really put them up there. And I see, oh, we got pit stops coming here. Oh, this ought to be good. Here we go again. Oh, Drift, look out. Oh, Drift's going to get the cone and spin into Sean Peachin. And he loses it. That's probably going to be an unsafe entrance and unfortunate for Drift. He tried to Kyle Busch it and do an elevator move, and it did not work out. All right, pit stops 101 for Drift after the race. Natalie Hint, the fiance of Travis Icavacci, watching. Oh, by the way, Travis is leading. As more pit stops coming. Borges, Murphy, Aaron Smith on pit road. 3 trucks here. Here comes a whole crew of trucks back there. That's the KJD 2 team right there, along with Noah Mayari and Ben Pierce. And Drift finally leaving pit road after that penalty. And unfortunately made contact with his former teammate, Sean Peachin. All right, here we go again. Everybody good. And now you got to find your pit stall. Yeah, Sean's probably not happy. But it shouldn't be too bad, I would think, the damage. It didn't look too bad on Drift's truck. But we'll have to see if we get a chance. Oh, did Jason Dalton have issues? Oh, Jason Dalton is spun over here in turn 2. And is towed back. Jason Dalton with issues. No caution, though. The 4 truck is towed back. Unfortunately, the winner from Chicagoland must have had issues coming off pit road with how slick, without tires, it can be. We'll get a replay here in a second. And Strayer on pit road. He's following Telder coming out of the pits here. Oh, he blew up. We got a money shift on the 4. And then the 26 clobbered him. So damage on his teammate. Oh, no. Last night in a LSRL race, these two finished 1-2 in the Xfinity car. And now tonight, unfortunately, a money shift from Dalton. And his teammate gets in the back of him. Meanwhile, back in the front, unfortunate for both of those trucks. J.W. Miller with help from Luke Knupp. Reaper Speed Labs truck. I'll have to check if that's Knupp or Nupp. Usually the K's silent, but you never know. And then, of course, Drift right there behind him, a lap down now. And then you got Nash Fry in the 9 truck there, and Brett Murphy, a bunch of rookies making their first start in this series up front right now. Now, Brian Sutphin is on pit road. Yeah, I said it earlier in a joking way. J.W. Miller, his paint scheme looks like a mixture of a FedEx / Postal Service truck. Came together and made a paint scheme. It is a cool looking paint. A lot of great paints here tonight. Check back here as you see the 1 truck of Strayer, Bondurant, Clark Gennikin back here. Sean Peachin. Now look at the right side. I see a little bit of a crack up there at about the hood. And maybe some right rear damage. Shouldn't affect him too much. That truck should be okay. Might not lead too well, but it's going to do okay with the rest. And then you got a whole new pack of trucks here led by the TIX team. You got Cameron Ingram here with Bryce McCune, Tim April, Brandon Alfin, Atkins. There's the PPM trucks. We got a whole bunch of teams going here. So if I do the math correctly, we should see one more stop to the finish of this race. I'm going to throw a brag out there, and I'm probably throwing a jinx out here unintentionally, but we all are racers on this channel, especially those who are watching right now. You cannot tell me you have not seen 39 trucks as they're about to go 3 wide here. They're going to have to go 4 wide here in a second because there's a lap car up ahead. I've been told to stop, so I'm not going to say it. I was just going to brag about the league. That's Chris Evans, by the way. They better find somewhere to go. I can't promise anything, but I got your back, Jay, if it does. Everybody checks up for the 98 here. I think, oh. And they didn't crash. What a move by everybody to just literally check up for Evans. And we've had our first crash, and it's not on track. It's Jason's computer. So Chris Evans, the all-time winner at Talladega, has just gone a lap down. As we now sit at, let's see what number we're at here. 34 trucks. Make that 32 trucks now in the lead lap. $27 laps to go. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, please. Hit the follow button if you're on Twitter or on Twitch or on Facebook. Appreciate all you guys watching. And here comes that second pack, as Cody Beatty mentioned. As Eldridge going back to the top. Anybody else kind of feeling nervous and tense? I'm up here in a booth and I feel nervous as hell. More because I'm just so proud of these guys and how it's awesome this is. A lot of these guys are going to be put in a spot that I don't know if they're used to anymore. I mean, you got guys back here that are going to be sitting in 20th with less than 20 to go, and they're going to be like, I got to find a way to the front now. You don't see that often. Usually it's like, hey, 10 trucks, let's go win this thing. Now it's, you got like 20 trucks in a pack, and now you got them starting to get aggressive. Look up top here. Bryce McCune with Zach Allman. I know Cody Beatty's a tornado chaser, or he likes to. I'm sensing a tornado warning for Talladega County. I'm going to say this. If this happens up front, Jason, you might want to jump in the race. You might win it. The 92 truck down at the bottom of Trey Eldridge with Brett Murphy. Up top, Cam Ingram getting pushed from Bryce McCune in the 95. The 16 of Dylan Glass getting pushed by the lap truck there in the 66. Here's a problem up ahead. There's a couple of lap trucks coming up right here in this pack. Ryan Sutphin in the 00, Ben Pierce. Somebody want to let them know there's a tsunami coming behind them. So once we get done talking about this race, We'll be going to Atlanta Motor Speedway next Wednesday night here on the Captain Esports Network as they go to the apron. That's one way to do it. Great job on both their parts. Very classy move. Oh no! 0-0 into the 13. Here we go. 48's around with the 11. First caution out. And it could have been a lot worse. They were trying to stay down. Unfortunately, Pierce tried to get on track. Bondurant getting a piece of it. Unfortunate circumstances there. 0-0 was trying to get on track. Exactly what happened there. Caution out for the first time. And now the question comes down to pit stops. And I have a feeling the boxing ring is going to be on fire here in a moment. My hands are shaking, I just realized. They should be able to make it. Save some fuel. Come in and top off at 1 to go. Oh, there goes the yellow cone again. Poor thing. Who's the lucky dog, by the way? Should be Chris Evans. Sure is. Chris Evans, lucky dog. Uh-oh. The Talladega King back on the lead lap. Let's find somebody to talk to. Let's talk to Clark. Clark in the 81 truck. I'm just trying to find somebody random here. Let's talk to Clark Gettikin. Let's bring him up here with us. Clark, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, how's that mess out there going?
I don't really know. I've been laying back. I don't want no part of it. You saw my start the season last year, led laps in all those races and got killed in all those races. So I just want to finish, man. I don't care if it's 25th. I just want to finish. So I sat on the pole. I'm not worried about anything else.
So let me ask this question because I brought this up on the stream. We just, obviously had a 55 lap caution-free event until that caution comes out right there. So now we're sitting here with 38 trucks still on track right now, with 20 laps to go. So you're gonna be sitting back a little bit towards the 20th position, in a spot you've probably never been in. Because usually about this point in a race in most leagues, there's like 5 trucks left.
Yep. I'm not worried. They're gonna wreck again, man. Look, man. There's too many. I respect a lot of the guys here, but there's too many damn egos. They're gonna wreck again, and I want no part of it.
There you go. Well said. Well, hey, best of luck, and who knows? We'll see what the crapshoot's done, what happens.
Hell yeah, appreciate it.
You too, buddy. Oh, I think he said it best right there. We'll make sure I move to the right channel. I did. We're good. Yeah, I think he said it right there. Too many people are going to want too much. And this track's only big enough for some of them. I don't know where JW's going, but anyways. All right, so we do have some trucks. Look at it. Half the damn field is pitting for fuel here. So it looks like everybody from 15th on back. So Lucas or Zach Allman back, all pitted for fuel here. So Allman, Caden Atkins, Aaron Smith, Alex Cummings, Clark Gennick, Blaine Sparling, Jacob Locklear, William Barton, Cedric Ingram, Matt Telder, Justin Bondurant, Noah Mayari, Dylan Parker, Tyler Brewer, Sam Fontaine, Christopher Dean, all pitted for fuel. So did Travis Icavacci, and Santa Claus also pitted. All right, so everybody's got their popcorn, right? They got their drink of choice. They got everything you need for this. Because we're about to be in for 19 very entertaining laps, I believe. But to set this up, Brett Murphy is the leader of this race. J.W. Miller second. Trey Eldridge third. Luke Knupp and Bryce McCune is your top five. And the reason why you're going to see a lot of single-file trucks is because they all pitted at 1 to go. And because of that, it makes everybody go single file for those who pitted. So you're going to see a pack of double file trucks and a bunch of single file trucks. And let's all say a prayer. We can go 18 more laps here. Trucks scattering here. Looks like Icavacci's off the pace. Looks had a lot more damage than he thinks. So does Bondurant. That's TIX Dalton. There's a part of me that just wants to sit here and watch. Yes, TI Racing and Extreme Racing together as one. TIX. Zach Allman up here in his pack. Oh, here comes Evans. I kind of want to say, if you want to win this race, go follow Evans. He knows where to go. 16 laps to go. Can they be patient? I sure the hell can't. J.W. Miller jumping to the top side here. He's going to give up the lead here, and I think he's going to go to the back, or is he going to pick up Evans? No, Evans, he did pick up Evans. Yeah, Travis Sykovaci's truck is way off the pace. As a matter of fact, the pack's going to catch him really quickly here. As the 92 of Eldridge, with help from Bryce McCune, going to go to the front. Oh, here we go. Leaders into the wall. Zach Allman involved. The 81 is in it. The 5. Drift's going to get a piece of it. So is the 31. That could have been a lot worse than it really was. Alex Cummings with damage. That could have been a lot worse than it really was. I think Noah Mayari also got a piece of it. Let's see where it all started here. Oh no, McCune gets into the back of the 92. Oh, William Martin gets a piece of it also. Oh, at Telder, Drift just impales a couple trucks. McCune trying to help somebody out, and he got to his left rear, unfortunately. Let's hit the old stop button here. Let's ride with the champ. There's one truck I have to go find. And I think I know who it was. Where is it? It's not him. Yep, here it is. When all else fails and there's a wreck in front of you, this is what you do. Turn left. Excuse me. That's the dirt practice right there on Sam Fontaine. Oh, let's get another view on somebody here. Let's Alex Cummings, let's go on board here. Oh geez, oh geez. Apparently my told him there was a wreck. All right. So by my count, others were damaged, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight trucks maybe involved in that one. So a little one. Unfortunately, a bad bump draft from Bryce McCune. Going to be the result of that one. I mean, at this point in the race, I mean, yeah, you're going to be mad because you got wrecked. With 12 to go, you would think gloves are off, right? I appreciate everybody watching tonight here on the Captain Esports Network and what was predicted to be a wild night, and it has been wild, to say the least. 50 laps of green flag racing before our first caution, and we just went about 7. And we've had our first little one, we'll call it of the night. And as I said 2 seasons ago, we made it to the last lap of the race before carnage broke out. And for the first time this season, Jason Clark had to go to work and actually write something down. Martin is 23rd. Somehow his truck was flying in the air, and he's not too terrible looking over there. Might have some engine damage. We'll see. But lights on the pace car are off. All right. I believe he did. Yep, 40 truck right here at 16th. He's clean. So here we go. Luke Knupp and Dylan Glass, your leaders. With Cameron Ingram and Nash Fry, Lucas Strayer. Sam Barnes is up in 6th. Look out. If he wins this race, the podcast might go forever. Outside line getting organized. I think the aggression's getting turned up now, boys. Look at Lucas Strayer outside. The Millennium Enterprises truck. Ingram to the lead. Here comes Strayer with help from Tim Averill. Blaine Sparling looking for his first win. The Season 4 champion. Hey, I thought there was some contact there. How about this guy back here in 11th, the 66 truck? Remember, he was a lap down? He's the 6 truck outside lane. And he's up on the lead lap in 12th. Aaron Barnickel. SuperSpeedway Racing, the great equalizer. Nine laps to go. Zach Allman with the nose damage, still holding on in the draft there. If Sam Barnes goes to victory lane in this race, I will not get a word in edgewise in the podcast. Like, I will literally mute my microphone and let him talk. High side coming to work with the ace team. J.W. Miller, Chris Evans up top. J.W. Miller won a photo finish race here. Here comes Sparling to the top. Remember the promo video of the next-gen car? We're going to get it in the trucks. Three by three by three by three. We're, what, 4 rows deep of 3 wide. Anybody want to submit? Oh, contact! Here we go, the leaders. One truck goes flying. Oh, boy. This is big. Here's the big one. 7 truck goes flying. And the big one breaks out with 7 to go. And we're going to be better finding trucks that were not involved. Lucas Strayer made it through clean. Tyler Brewer with some damage, but he's second. Barnickel made it through somehow. Nash Fry with nose damage. Dylan Glass nose damage. J.W. Miller. Sean Peachin made it through. Locklear with damage. Zach Allman. Dean Machine with damage. Robert Lukens is clean. Aaron Smith is clean, sort of. Abro with damage. Dylan Parker with damage. Brandon Alfin with damage. All right, let's break this one down. And for the first time, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. It was not beautiful. Or somebody will probably put in a meme later tonight. It was then where all hell broke loose. Hang on, I'm just trying to find the replay here because a lot of things happen. So a lot of passing and different events and stuff like that. So it all starts with Cam Ingram going Austin Dillon-like in turn 3. Cam, I'm just glad you're alive. Dylan moves up just a little bit. One comes up just a little bit with the air. 16 turns. That's weird. Cam Ingram goes for the ride of his life. He gone. He landed on the back of Sean Peachin. Find that one in a race. All right, there's one view I have to do now. Where's Sean Peachin? Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. Incoming! All right, let's do this again. And judges, we get to vote for this one. Judges on the Cam Ingram flight. The fact that Cam's actually still turning the wheel as he's flying is impressive. Let's go Tyler Brewer on board. A little bit of damage. And she got all four wheels on her. Let her roll. Let's go to, who else am I looking for here? Let's do, where's Lukens? Oh, Bob Lukens here. He saw what was coming. He's like, everybody stay up there. Everybody stay up there. Look at that. All right, so here's where we sit now. With 5 laps to go, we've got Lucas Strayer leading this race. Dylan Glass, Nash Fry, Aaron Barnickel, and Trey Eldridge, your top 5. Jacob Locklear, Aaron Smith, Sean Peachin, Ben Pierce is up to 9th. As we hit 40 viewers for the second time ever in GLSR history. 44 is the record, by the way. I'm going to go check the boxing ring real quick. For those who don't know, the boxing ring is a channel in the GLSR Discord where people go off on people. We do have people in the boxing ring. I think the better question to ask right now is, will they make it back to the finish? Hey, by the way, the top 10 right now, combined wins in this series, 0. No, I'm sorry, 1. Dylan Glass has 1 win. That is it. Everybody else in the top 10 has not won a race. As we go back green. And Lucas Strayer might have just made a mistake. Dylan Glass jumps out of the way, seeing his truck's too damaged. Here comes Barnickel to the outside from a lap down to the lead. Three laps to go, this time by Ben Pierce. He's got a teammate there behind him, and Strayer pushing. The last driver off the top of my head I can think of as Pierce comes to the high side. I was starting to say the last driver to score his first career win in his first start off the top of my head would be Ricky Springer, I believe. Peachin jumps to the top side. 3 wide for the lead with 2 to go. Heechin's got the high line rolling. All right, hold on. White flag is coming out. Here we go. One pushing his teammate there. Robert Lucan's coming up the middle with Brandon Olfen. The one getting to the back bumper of Brandon Pierce. Or Ben Pierce, sorry. Oh, some contact. Through the tri-oval. The one more contact, into the wall goes Lukens, and Ben Pierce scores the win at Talladega. A 1-2 finish for Millennium Enterprises. Oh, well, he matches the right front now. First career win for the 00. You'll see 65 over on the timing in scoring. That's only because there was a mistake in the numbers. He is actually the 00, and he is in victory lane, or going to victory lane for the first time in his GLSR career. And, of course, we'll have to bring up what happened that brought caution one out, of course, with he going a lap down. And in the end, scores the win. And I think I'm going to selfishly say that this race might want to get turned into iRacing for, like, race of the week or something. I mean, I know they usually do stuff like that, don't they? But anyways, Pierce wins. Lucas Strayer second. Trey Eldridge, Aaron Barnickel, and Aaron Smith finish in the top five. Brandon Olfen sixth. Peter Borges seventh. Jacob Locklear, Sam Fontaine, and Sean Peachin. So how about this one? The top 10 have one combined win going into this race, and Ben Pierce scores his first win this evening. Justin Bonner in 11th, Christopher Dean 12th, William Martin, Robert Lukens unfortunately hits the wall hard coming through the tri-oval, and Tyler Brewer 15th, Zach Allman, Chris Evans, Nash Fry finishing in the 18th position. 19th, Dylan Parker. 20th, Dylan Glass. 21st, Caden Atkins. 22nd, Luke Canup. 23rd, Matt Telder. 24th, Travis Icavaci. Sam Barnes, 25th. Tim Abril, 26th. J.W. Miller, 27th. Anthony Marshall, 28th. 29th, going to Brian Sutphin. 30th, Clark Gennican. 31st, Blaine Sparling. 32nd, Cam Ingram. 33rd, Bryce McCune. 34th, going to Cedric Ingram. And 35th, Alex Cummings. 36th, Noah Miari. 37th, Brenton Murphy. 38th, Drift. Jacob Gladulich there. Jason Dalton, 39th. And last on the field in a tremendous race. That, if that doesn't make you want to come back and watch this series again, then yeah, there's something going on there. So, but let's go and talk to our top 3 finishers from tonight's race. Let's start with our third place finisher was the 92 of Trey Eldridge. Driving for Brewer Motorsports in his first career start. Trey, congratulations on your third place finish in what was a wild race. How did you survive that thing?
I have no idea. No idea whatsoever.
Well, talk about the events there, because I know you ran up front most of the race, but you had to survive that carnage.
I was running up front, and I don't think the guy lifted behind me, and I think he got me loose, and I actually saved it, but I took somebody out in the making, and I got all my damage fixed, and then came back out like 12th, I think, and I just ran my line. I knew they were going to wreck again.
Well, it's still a great effort, though, to come back and get a top 3 finish. Of course, you took over for Jason, and, of course, Jason's our race admin now, so congratulations. In one start, you have already outfinished any of Jason's finishes.
Thank you very much.
But in all seriousness, though, thoughts on the race, man, because obviously going, 50 laps, green flag, and seeing the racing we were seeing out there, you seen anything like that on iRacing?
No, that was the most fun I've ever had, and honestly, I was so nervous, I was shaking.
You too. So, well, great job, man. Congratulations on that, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Just Peachin, and Peachin was helping me with really what I needed to do. Brewer for letting me race on the team. Dylan really helped me out with a lot of getting to the front, because I was all over the place. Also, I got to thank Jason for letting me be on the team and taking his spot.
Well, great job tonight, and congratulations on your third place finish, Trey.
All right, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Trey Eldridge finishing third tonight in Talladega. As let's get our second place finisher up here. Of course, this is going to be a very popular 1-2 finish for Lucas Strayer and Ben Pierce. Lucas, what an awesome finish for you there. Of course, you had the damage on the left front, but you were able to get through the carnage and push your teammate out there to a 1-2 finish.
Ben Pierce, let's hear it for Ben. The man restarted that last restart. He was telling me, man, I'm not supposed to be up here. I'm not good at play tracks. I don't know what to do. And then when the damage cars brought everyone back and I saw him in front of me, I just screamed, Ben, get in front of me. You're winning this race. Listen to me. And the last 3 laps, I'm just coaching him. I'm coaching him the whole way through. I'm screaming orders from where I see it. And I think on the trial, but when I got together with Lukens a little bit, I'm saving. I'm just screaming Ben, keep your foot in it. And dude won. He finally won season 6. Ben Pierce is a winner, and we got 1-2. Let's go.
Lucas is pretty happy, and the interesting thing, and I'm very impressed by this, the fact that you haven't said a word about yourself there. It was all about Ben, which is impressive enough. But man, still credit to you, because you had to finish second somehow.
All I did was push the guy. He was able to pinch the people, get us the run. Able to get there. He got up there. The man was a lap down at one point with a wrecked truck. Almost went another lap down, but we got saved by that one crash. The man came back from all, and he won. And he was my fantasy pick. So, bigger thing right there. But for me, as you see here, I'm second in this interview. The man's a winner. We got to hear from Ben. I had a damaged truck. I feel bad for all the neck code. I know a lot of those wrecks were caused by me getting neck coding people, but I feel bad for them. I hope they take my apology, but Ben's a winner. He won. I've never been so happy to finish second.
Well, let me ask this question. I'll ask Ben the same thing when he gets here, but obviously the last couple seasons has had different kinds of turmoil with Millennium Enterprises, with different things happening here and there. So how awarding is this to get a 1-2 for the team?
I maybe stopped screaming 30 seconds before you pulled me up for this interview. This is, ever since I joined Millennium, my luck has been absolutely terrible. It's been, I am also to blame for a lot of it. I've made my fair share of mistakes, but the luck has been terrible, and I think we finally cashed out here with a 1-2 with Ben getting his win. Like, I can't. We won Dega, man. Ben won his home race too. Yes.
There you go, man. That's a pretty happy team, I'd say. So great job tonight, Lucas, and shout out to whoever you like to.
I just want to thank Grit Marketing for sponsoring me all last year when I was running last place. So thank you for staying on. And Millennium Enterprises, Fierce, like, I'm done with this interview. You got to get Ben up here. You got to hear from Ben. The man is as happy as can be.
I kind of want Lucas maybe to do this interview, but I'm going to bring Ben up here with you as they celebrate together here as we bring Pierce up here to join Lucas and as this team just celebrates in victory lane tonight. Ben, obviously a lap down and the incident there over in turn 1, but you're able to get the tape put on that truck, put it back together, and have a teammate push you to victory lane and your first career win in this series.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, that lapping incident, that was, I'll own up on that. I want to apologize to the guys who got taken out. It's not something I wanted to do, but they caught me in a really weird spot, so I'll own whatever penalty they assess. And secondly, I want to thank Luke here for giving me an amazing push down the backstretch. I do not like plate racing, so for me to be in the middle of 3 wide, running for the win with, less than 5 laps to go, I think I almost broke my steering wheel clenching down. It's so hard, but we made it. It wasn't pretty, but we made it.
Well,
And I gave you the push, man, but you were able to pinch. You went down when you had to. Man, get hype. Come on, Ben. You won your first race.
I was hyped like 5 minutes ago, all right? Oh, no, I was like 5 minutes ago.
So-
We're coming down off of it.
I do got to ask this question real quickly. Of course, you talked about the racing out there tonight was pretty wild for what we've seen out there green for 50 laps and then to come back and work your way through. Obviously, you saw Lucas behind you there. What was your first thought when you saw him?
Well, on that last restart, we had so many, because even after, like you said, we went 50 laps green, and they're running 3 wide when they caught me, and they weren't wrecking. So that's impressive in itself. And then we had a couple wrecks after that, took out a lot of other good trucks. So when that last restart, I saw the bottom lane didn't go. So I knew we all jumped down in front of Luke, and I saw Luke behind me. He said, go high. I went high, and I was like, if he can push me, we can do this. I don't know. I still know how it worked. I don't really believe it happened, but it did. So, but big thanks to him and everyone on the team, because the guys that got wrecked were spotting us the whole way.
Well, to ask you the questions here, obviously we've talked. You mentioned it on the podcast when we had you on, and you talked about it here. Your team has went through some turmoil the last couple of seasons. There's different things happening, and you've had to put pieces together to keep this thing going. How rewarding is seeing a 1-2 out of your team tonight?
It's very rewarding, because the last time we got even remotely this good of a run was last season's opener, which that in itself was also impressive. But to do it again here at my, I guess, new home track, it means a lot. And it's also the sponsor's home track. So they're from Birmingham, so Talladega, it's their home track technically. So it's just a big win for everybody.
Now, I've kind of held back a little bit here. Ben, correct me, you're from...
I'm from Georgia, but I currently go to college in Alabama.
Well, that's not the first time Georgia's topped Alabama in anything this week. So great job tonight, and I've held back all day on the Georgia line, okay?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
But
it's been a hard couple of days.
Needless to say, Ben, you said you're not good on a plate track. This is not a plate track. It's a SuperSpeedway track now.
Got me.
Got you with the wording. But, hey, great job. Shout-outs to whoever you like to.
Yeah, like I said, Soap, they're going to be the sponsor for the whole season. It's getsoap.com. They're good people, so go support them. Elite Performance Industries, good guys over there. RMP Motors, Fierce Esports, and like I said, guys on the team. Luke with the pushing, and then Bondo. I think he salvaged a finish, and Brett, new guy, Brett Murphy. He was spotting us the whole way. So big thanks to everybody there.
Well, great job tonight, man. You guys go celebrate. And we will talk next week in Atlanta.
Sounds good, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. Pearson Strayer, top 2 for the team. Millennium Enterprises getting her first win of the season with Ben Pierce, and I'm sure it's going to be talked about throughout the week. And, of course, we'll have the podcast for you here for the GLSR this week. I'm sure Sam and I are going to have plenty to talk about this week in what was a very entertaining race. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a reason why I've said what I've said about this league, but to go out and run 50 laps of green flag racing with 40 trucks and only in the end have, 3 cautions. And, yeah, there was some carnage at the end, but that's, well, part of racing here at this track. So congratulations to everyone on putting on a fantastic show tonight. And a big shout-out to Black Horizon for sponsoring, of course, the Truck Series. Make sure you check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Get your fantasy team in there for next week at Atlanta. And, of course, check out the team points and all the point standings and stuff there. And we'll be back next Wednesday night at 8:45 Eastern from the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway. Should be a pretty fun race. Congratulations to Ben Pierce, your winner from Talladega. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
Straightaway at the Brickyard. Now he's actually going to go to victory lane at the Brickyard.